Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Or if you're new, hello. So I got 100 tips correct. So crack the ton. I was gonna go to my car and grab my helmet and bat and pretend I got a sentry, but I really cannot be bothered. So I got 5 out of 9 tips correct. Got the Dogs, Essendon, Adelaide, Geelong, and Carlton right. So that is something. I went for North Melbourne, GWS, Fremantle, Collingwood, and they all lost. Collingwood got absolutely slaughtered, but it's only one game, so that brings it to Friday night football. Now, I'd love to go to this game, but I didn't realise you actually had to get a reserve seat. So, yeah, I thought I'd just get in with general admission. So, oh well. So, I'm thinking of streaming this game, but I'm not sure yet, so I'll keep you postponed. I'm going to go, obviously I'm going to go Geelong. Collingwood, I mean, they can afford to drop a few games here and there until finals. Geelong really, really need to win this game. I'm not sure how long Hawkins is out for. I know Blitz could be probably the season. So, I'm going to go Geelong in an upset by 5 points. Now, let's be real. Collingwood are probably going to win pretty big, or maybe 5 goals. Hopefully it's a close game, but my tip is Geelong by 5 points. So we got North Melbourne versus Essendon. It's a Saturday at 1:45. It's at Marvel Stadium. Now, yes, Essendon won, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They beat West Coast by a point. And I was almost going to tip West Coast, but I'm like, nah. So, yeah. Essendon should win this, but at the same time, who knows what team we get for North Melbourne. They get Clarko back this week after his long stint away. But I'm going to go Essendon by 35. Should be an even first half, but Essendon will just turn it on. So we got Sydney versus Gold Coast. Now, I'm going to go Gold Coast only because they've done this a few times. And I know it's very risky, but I'm going to go Gold Coast by 3 points. So we got Brisbane versus Adelaide. Brisbane, they're just a beast at the Gabba. Like, they've lost a few games, but yeah, they're just unstoppable there. So, going to go Brisbane by 3 goals. Should be an even game, but you never know with Adelaide. Who did they play last week? Good question. I can't remember now. Oh, Gold Coast, that's who they played. Alright, so we got Carlton versus Melbourne at the MCG. Now, last team, I think exactly last year, they played against each other, and if I remember rightly, Melbourne won by about 4 points or something like that. So, Carlton, I'm just going to go Carlton. Their pressure against Collingwood was elite and exciting to watch. So, I'm going to go Carlton by 10 points. Alright, so we got West Coast versus Fremantle. Fremantle just lost to Brisbane by 3 points, and West Coast just lost to Essendon by the barest of margins by 1 point. So, I don't know who to go. Realistically, I should probably go Fremantle, but I'm going to go the upset. I mean, I can't really go any worse than I have been this year. I've got 100 tips. I'm just getting slaughtered this year, unfortunately. I think I got to 130 last year, something like that, or 120 something. So, I'm going to go West Coast by 3 points. It's going to be a close game, close derby. Looking forward to it. So, I might even do for Saturday. I'm actually thinking maybe live streaming most of these games. Why not? So, the next game we have is Sunday, 13th of August, 1:10 at the University of Tasmania. Now, Hawks they've been decent the last few years at University of Tassie. I think that was UTAS or something like that. I don't know. But, should be an interesting game. Now, realistically, Bulldogs, but I'm got another upset because I don't really care about tips anymore, to be honest. So I'm gonna go Hawthorn by 5 points, only because they absolutely dominated Collingwood last week, and I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I think they won by 30 or maybe even 40 points in the end. So massive display. I wouldn't say worrying signs for Collingwood, because they still are on top of the ladder and they still are the best team in the competition by far. So gonna go going to go Hawthorn by 5 points, I think I said. So we got St Kilda versus Richmond, a massive game, and is at Marvel. So with that reason, I'm going St Kilda. They'll bounce back from their defeat against Carlton. Now people saying the umpires and rah rah rah. I feel like, that's every week. I'm gonna go St Kilda to go back. They just lost by 22 points, I think, against Carlton. They were up by 3 goals, I think, and then we kicked like 1 goal in the last half, something like that. I didn't watch the game, so I'm gonna go St Kilda by 15 points. So it should be a close round. Now we got Port Adelaide versus GWS. Now, GWS are very, very underrated. They did lose to Sydney, but I feel like they'll bounce back this week, and Port have quite a few injuries out. But they played really well against Geelong, so, it's not easy to come down here and win. So I'm going to go GWS by, I wonder. Yeah, I'm going to go GWS by 9 points. So yes, there's my tips. Should be an interesting round of football. It definitely was last week, so it's going to be very intriguing. And at the moment, Tiger Time 124, Sammy 117, Nick 117, and my mate Daniel 116. So unfortunately I'm going to be probably dead last or second last in my comp. At the moment, I'm 648,965th in the ESPN out of 821,344 people. I did okay at the start. I was in the top 10,000 at one point, or 40,000, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm not a very good tipper. So yeah, that is the video. I have just started a career mode for AFL 23, and yeah, really looking forward to that, and plenty more content. I might even start doing like a careers simulations for AFL players, sort of like quick productions and what the basketball YouTubers do. So yeah, that is the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy, and good luck in the tips this week. Cheers, peace.